Here is Clark off the screen, launches, and drops a triple.
On the rim. It's one of those times where you're like, oh.
Yankees game, and so guess what? Aaron Judge got to meet her.
Catlin Clark made Diana Taurasi eat back her words after she broke another league record in Indiana Fever's victory over the Mercury. Catlin might not have played a role in the USA defense of their Olympic gold, but the rookie superstar just silenced her critics in pure savage mode. It was obvious that Catlin wanted to make a statement, and what better way to do so than to make a fool of one of the game's legends, Diana Taurasi? In today's video, we'll be sharing Catlin's performance against the Mercury that has left Taurasi speechless. For the first time in the franchise's history, the Fever beat the Mercury 3 times in a regular season. Indiana sweeps the season series. You'll see why Catlin is going to permanently change the face of the WNBA in her rookie season. She's not just gunning for Rookie of the Year, but MVP altogether. That's because she not only led the Indiana Fever to victory against the Mercury, but also dominated the match. After this victory, Catlin leads Taurasi by 3-0. She also shattered Taurasi's record for assists in a single game. She has now assisted or scored the most points in a 2-game span in WNBA history. Clark has contributed to or scored on an astounding 62% of her team's points over the past 2 games, and the way Catlin dominated the match made Taurasi appear even worse. Catlin was completely dominant in the first half of the Mercury game, scoring 16 points on 55.6% shooting, including 3-pointers, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. That's a rookie writing her name in the annals of history. Catlin Clark became the first player in WNBA history to have 450 points and 200 assists. Catlin finished the game with 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists on 50% shooting from the field. In all of league history, only 5 other players have accomplished that feat in any other year of their career. However, what's really impressive about her performance is how she controlled the game and exploited the Mercury's defense play after play. Her amazing vision allowed her teammates to score easy baskets, and you see why she's such a joy to watch. Catlin's playmaking skills will lull you to sleep, but that's when she starts to show off her spectacular drives to the basket and deep threes. The Mercury defense was completely overpowered and unsure of what to do. If they played her close and deprived her of her 3, Catlin would have just found a teammate to cut to the hoop, or would have had someone put up a screen for her to attack the rim. If they didn't press up, she would have her trademark 3-ball, which has started to make its way into the WNBA. You bet other teams don't want to come up against the Fever. Her incredible court vision practically guarantees an easy layup if her teammates run with her. She not only broke a record in the WNBA, but also accomplished something that only 2 other players in history have done. Only 3 rookies in the history of the NBA and WNBA have ever consistently scored 29 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and dished out 10 assists on a 70% true shooting percentage. That's Catlin Clark, who has done it twice. Steph Curry and Michael Jordan also did it twice. You bet Diana Taurasi wishes she could take that back, but she never gave Catlin Clark a chance. Being one of the greatest WNBA players of all time, Taurasi has earned the right to trash talk, but Catlin Clark's game is so good that she has quickly become the face of the WNBA. Her superiority on the court as a rookie is already pulling in some fresh eyeballs. She is growing the fan base of the game. In spite of all the tough talk, Taurasi has been unable to defeat Catlin in their matchups. When the Fever met Taurasi's Mercury for the second time, it was the same. In case you forgot, Catlin was just 1 rebound away from a triple-double the last time they faced off. In the very following game, of course, she made sure to become the youngest player ever to achieve a triple-double. In that game against the Mercury, Catlin and Arike Ogunbowale became the first 2 players in Fever history to achieve 20-point double-doubles in a single game. But it seems to Catlin that not setting a record against Taurasi left a foul taste in her mouth. Now, Catlin breaks the franchise record with 7 assists in the first quarter. But that wasn't her only achievement. She currently holds the record for most assists in a single quarter and assists in a single game. You might say Catlin Clark got her clapback in style because she wasn't called up to the Olympics. But Diana Taurasi had little time to recover after her return from the Paris Games. So, she appeared to be having trouble getting back into a groove. She finished with a decent 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 turnovers. In the game, she was even more irritated when early in the game she received a technical foul during an argument with referees regarding a call against Brittany Griner. Taurasi could potentially face suspension after one more technical foul. You know the rules. A player will automatically miss one game if they receive 7 technical fouls in one season. It seems like Catlin was always on Taurasi's mind throughout their second fight. Taurasi was also complaining to the referees non-stop. Yet, Catlin still managed to outplay her. Taurasi was so obviously irritated throughout the game that she screamed at the officials to assist her team. We can only imagine how much worse it would have been for her if Catlin had crossed her or if she had been a target of deep threes. Taurasi tried her hardest to involve the referees in their second face-off, but she was unable to stop Catlin and her squad in the same style. After the third game, Clark found great satisfaction in the victory, especially considering the Mercury team's social media. The frightening thing, though, is that she hasn't even realized her full potential. For most rookies, they usually get off to a slow start and bump into the rookie wall of subpar performances halfway through the season. Catlin hit that wall pretty early since she hardly took a break between her time in college and the WNBA, and that's what drew criticism from veterans like Diana Taurasi. The Olympic break has been a welcomed break for Catlin Clark, as it allowed her to give her body and mind a rest. She appears to be returning from the holiday with renewed energy and attitude. Guess who holds the single-season WNBA rookie record now, with a 1,115 record going into Friday's game? The Indiana Fever was also in 7th position overall in the WNBA rankings, despite a few missteps due to high turnover rates, difficulty adjusting to the schedule, and stronger defenses. But Catlin is a game changer who has also fulfilled her end of the bargain. Because of Catlin's explosive play, the WNBA is receiving more attention than it has in the past. Not only has she been helping her team be in the playoff spot, but she's doing so by putting together one of the most amazing rookie seasons of all time, all the while dealing with hate and criticism that has continually been hurled her way. Call it Catlin's world, and we're living in it. But the sky is the limit. But let's be honest, this isn't just any rookie season. Catlin Clark is a game changer, and she's delivered on every expectation placed on her. Thanks to her explosive play, the WNBA is receiving more attention than it has in years. She's helped push the Indiana Fever into playoff contention, all while putting together one of the most incredible rookie seasons we've ever seen. And she's done it despite the hate and criticism that's been thrown her way. Whether it's doubters questioning her ability to handle the pressure or critics trying to tear her down, Catlin hasn't just survived, she's thrived. Call it Catlin's world, and we're just living in it. But what comes next? Is this just the beginning of Catlin Clark's reign over the WNBA? Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is on the horizon for this rising star? One thing's for sure, the sky is the limit. Thanks for watching. If you're as excited as we are to see what Catlin Clark does next, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates and breakdowns. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of Catlin's incredible journey. See you in the next video.